Today I was talking to a friend who was relatively young, and it got me thinking a lot about my days in high school about to go to college. And, you know, as a Korean, you have usually a plethora of networks and resources that help you get into the best colleges, right? And I'm not sure if that's the case, but I'm fairly sure it is, even to this day. So, cultures that place a lot of value on education will have you like considering meeting with a lot of mentors and consultants for college admissions to have the best strategy or whatever, right? And at the time, I remember just purely relying on them to tell me what to do, what schools I need to apply to, and blah blah blah. And then I made very little decisions of my own. And then time passed. I got into the college that I got into, and then I was a freshman. But now, uh, starting from college, you're kind of in charge of your own life, right? So that means you don't want to go to class, then don't. No one's like forcing you to, and you you have all these resources available to you, like libraries, like office hours, and a bunch of different like programs that you can apply for in college, a lot of clubs and a lot of dorm based activities and things like that. But the thing is, it's not really anyone's job to tell you about these things. It's your job, it's your responsibility to take care of your own life, right? And so years go by, and then I noticed myself not really having a lot of network on and really anything. And then I look at a lot of other people who seem to have a lot of things going on. And then I remember one time, I think it was when I was a junior in college, I asked my friend like, "Hey, how do you know all this stuff?" And then my friend at the time was just like, "Well, I mean, like, I just looked into it." And then I'm like, and around that time, I didn't really fully understand what was going on in my life, but it's basically this: I'm relying on other people to help me. I'm relying on other people to tell me what to do with my life. But the thing is, um, it's not really anybody's responsibility. It's not really anybody's like unspoken duty to do that for you. When you're a kid, when you're not an adult, your parents have some of that duty, right? But even that's not there are legally required requirements, and there's like implicit duties. But then even those, it's up to your parents to just like not care about them, and then they can go to jail or like they can have you taken away. But still, not up to them to do it, right? So when you're a young adult, potentially thinking of college, I mean, entering college this year, gotta remember to take care of your own life, right? And it's a little bit tricky because you don't really know what you don't know. And being in charge of your life has a lot to do with trying to find out the things that you don't know. So, um, the point of me telling you these things isn't to make you feel pressure about things, right? Like there's a lot of things you may not know at any time, so you always have to be on the lookout. So I don't want you to get anxiety from my videos. What I really want for you is to always think there might be some things I don't know. So always keep that open mind and always look for a concrete action you can take on one day. If you regularly watch my videos, you know I got a haircut recently, right? And at the hair shop, I was talking about how I want my hair a little bit short than how my hairdresser usually likes to cut it, because I go to the beach a lot these days, and then my hair gets wet, and then if it's too long, like my scalp gets really dry, and then I get dandruffs. And then so my hairdresser was like, "Oh, what do you do at the beach? You surf or something?" And I was like, "Yup, I surf." And then so the hairdressers were all talking about, "Oh man, because I go to a Korean hair shop. and they're thinking like, oh man, like, you know, you're living in America, and especially in California, you gotta try out one of those things, but then life is so busy, and then, you know, you never get to doing any of those things. So I was just like, it's really not that hard. You just take a lesson, and then you see if you like it or not, and then if you do like it, then you just get the cheap equipments from Facebook Marketplace, and then that's all you need to do. And then, of course, like, but probably not for me. But I really want to, but probably not for me, right? But that's like a life unlived, right? So if you want to go surfing, when you don't do anything about it, it's just gonna continue to be that way. I know because it's been that way for 5 years. I've been contemplating surfing for 5 years, and this is the year I actually got to doing it, right? So that's the intent. You know, yeah, there's a lot of things you don't know that you don't even know. But if you have an interest in something, there's always something you can learn one more thing about that field. And then you just, every day, it's a small expansion of your knowledge. It's a small expansion of your interests. And that is what really ultimately gets you closer to the goal, to a version of your goal that you never even know may have existed, right? So, of course, you can hire life coaches like me to, you know, build that kind of a life together, right? I have this interest in something, but I keep stopping myself, so what should I do? Like, I can help you with those things, but even though that's the expectation, I do have clients who walk in and then expecting me to do all the work. But that doesn't work, right? Because it's your life. So, the better you, with the life coach or not, the better you get at navigating your own life, the better you get at being passionate enough to pursue your own path of knowing and knowledge, the more resources and tools you're going to end up having in the long run. I want you to look at the long picture. I want you to look at the big picture. And as I said in my 1,000 subscriber YouTube video, it doesn't take a lot every day. It's just one more thing, one side effect of the things that you do every day. And then that sustained over time is what other people call, wow, that person is really blah, 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 right? So if you're a young adult, keep that in mind as you passionately seek the path of your life.